Hi everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and I promised that I would show you how to make this little cutout card that I posted on my blog this past week. And see, the little flowers are cut out. I just love this look. And so I decided that I got my new Big Shot and I was going to show you how to do it. And I wanted to actually bring the Big Shot out here and show you exactly, run it through the Big Shot, but it's so big that I couldn't fit it in the frame. I have a new camera and I haven't played with it enough to be able to figure that out yet. But I'm working on it. So anyway, I'm going to bring the plates out and I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. So let's get started. You're going to need a basic card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and you get that by just cutting an 8 1/2 by 11 in half and then scoring that in half. So we're going to take a ruler, and this is 1 inch, and if you don't have one that's 1 inch, just go ahead and measure 1 inch in, but it's just so much easier just laying the ruler on there, taking a pencil and just drawing a line straight down. And this is just going to be a guide for us to where we're going to put our framelit. We are using the Flower Fair framelit that goes with the Flower Patch set, which is this set that we're using. And I'm using the solid flower and the one with the petals, this little flower here, and the leaf for this project. So I am going to bring in my plates and my framelit. And you're going to keep it on the second tab, so you're not going to have any open. You're going to lay one plate down, lay your cardstock on top there, and then you are going to, what I did was on this framelit, I marked it halfway. So I marked it in half actually, and there's one mark here and one on this side. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I hope you can see that. And then I'm going to line it up with this line that we drew previously. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your top plate and you're going to line it up with that top line that we drew also. You're going to run it through your Big Shot, and the only thing that's going to cut is where this plate is. So you're only going to cut this little side here. You're going to lift it up, and you can use a little post-it note or something because this is not the magnetic plate. So it will probably move on you, so put a little post-it note or post-it tape on it. Line this back up to the lines, then line this on top and line it up with that line again, and then run it again through your Big Shot. And then what we're going to get is a piece that looks like this. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just take our scissors and we're going to go up that line and cut that. Go inside here and go right back on that line that we drew and cut across there. Sometimes you have to come back in here to get that little bit, and then come back down on that line. And that's it. What we're going to do is we're going to erase that line that we previously made, and we're going to start stamping. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to be stamping with quite a bit of ink, different colors, because it's two-step stamping, and we want the lighter color to be stamped first. So this is Blushing Bride, I believe. I've been using Blushing Bride and Pink Pirouette all day, so this is Blushing Bride, and we're stamping this one first. And make sure that you line your petals up. I'm going to turn it this way so I can see it a little bit better, and hopefully I'm going to get these lined up. Because if you put your head right over, you can get them perfectly. But I don't want to get my head in the camera, so I'm trying very desperately to get these even on here. So we're going to go ahead and stamp. And that's not too bad. It's a little bit off, but it's okay. I don't want to get my head in your view. So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back with the Melon Mambo. And we're going to use the petal one. And we're going to stamp over the top. Now I could get this really good if I could stick my head right over. And I'm trying to line up the petals again to get it just right, because that's what's so great about these clear stamps. Let's see how I do. And that's okay. It's not perfect, but it will do. And then the next one we're going to do, I'm going to wipe these real quick. And I just use a baby wipe to clean those. And it's a good little tip. They work really well. And the next one that I'm going to stamp is going to be Soft Sky and Bermuda Bay. And we're going to do it the same way. We're going to do the solid one first. Let's see if I can line this up good. If I can get it just close, I'll be good. Well, that one's off a little bit, but you get the idea what I'm doing, right? If I was doing this for a card, I would be a little bit more accurate on getting it where I could get right above it and stamp. So let's go ahead and try to line this one up. Press it down. And that one's not too bad. And then the next one that we're going to do is going to be Crisp Cantaloupe and Calypso Coral. I just like to tap those on my pad so that they're not wet when I go to stamp the next. So this one is Crisp Cantaloupe. And this one we are going to close because I want to stamp this off the page a little bit. And we'll put that one right about there. So I'm stamping it a little off the page. And then the Calypso Coral goes right on top of that with the petal one. And let's see how I can do this one. I didn't realize how hard this was going to be. That one's okay. Alright, now that's your basic flowers there. And I'm going to take the leaf and some pistachio pudding, and I am going to stamp the leaves. And I'm just going to put them random on this card. One there. I'm going to go this way on this one. And then maybe one up here. And I don't know why I got that like that, but... And let's see. I think I'm going to do one more down here. I think that's good. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to get some early espresso and that other little flower. And this is going to go in the center of each flower. And just center it and stamp. So we're just layering all those colors on top of each other, and it gives so much depth to these flowers. It's really pretty. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sentiment, "You overwhelm me with your awesomeness." And the thing I love about these photopolymer is that you can curve these, give them a little curve, and it just adds a little bit more extra. It just makes it look really nice and professional, because it's not just straight across. So we're going to use early espresso for that, and I'm going to stamp it right over the flower. It'll kind of bring everything together. So we'll stamp that right there, and that's it. Now we need a little bling, so I'm going to grab some of our rhinestones. Where did I put those? There we go. I'm just going to grab some of those and put one in the center of each of these. And it just adds just a little bit of bling. And then we are going to use a piece of designer series paper, and this is the pistachio pudding. And it is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to put that on the inside. Just grab some snail here. And center that. And I lost one of my rhinestones. So I'm going to grab another. Oh, they're both falling off. I guess I didn't get try to get that little glue underneath. There we go. Okay. These I'll have to put on with my Tombow. Okay, so there it is. And it's complete. So it's not really hard at all. It just takes a little bit of time, and be sure when you're stamping that you're over the top of it so you can get your flowers perfect, or pretty close to it. I mean, it is really a pretty card. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any product for this, any supplies or product for this card, you'd like to make it, you can go to my blog at stampingwiththemore.com and order right from my blog. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. You have a blessed day today, and I'll see you later. Bye.